A big hello to you from the Sementia Learning and Development Farm right here in Suhum in the eastern region of Ghana. Listen guys, if this is your first time watching Farming in Africa YouTube channel, you are really in for a ride. We are all about livestock, anything and everything livestock information. If you're already a subscriber, mwah, but go a step further, hit the notification button so when we bring you content like the one I'm bringing you right now, you don't miss out on it. By the way, if you are a new farmer, this video is for you. Do what I've just asked you to do for me, and as soon as I come back, we go right into the video for today. As I mentioned, I'm right here at a Sementia Learning and Development Farm, but hey, today's video is not about me. It's about anybody at all out there watching who wants to go into goat farming, to be specific, even though we are diversifying into pigs and into other livestock areas. But hey, I have a nice gentleman with me. I actually met him at our shop, and I didn't know people are on such aggressive quest for knowledge on how to do this thing right. It just affirms our vision, which is to revolutionize the entire livestock industry, of course, by providing innovative solutions and technology and through education. That is why we give free education out there on all of our social media platforms to you, so collectively we can do it together. Let me introduce you to Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hey, hello, Nadia.
Hey, you have to project for me, oh.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Great. I'm doing very well. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I can't believe we met, 3 days ago at the shop?
Yes.
And you're here?
Exactly.
But you never told me you were coming here.
I wanted to surprise you on your own, on your own farm. Great to be here.
This is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Because when we met at the shop, you told me what even brought you there, first of all.
Yeah. So I've been following Farming Africa. It was actually my third or second time at the shop.
Oh wow.
Yeah. When I heard about your agro business, your shop, your machinery.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it for myself.
Okay.
So a few things, I came to talk to the staff.
Yeah.
They were very, very accommodative.
Okay.
Then I decided to come back again and get some of the grass.
So you've gotten it?
Yeah, I have actually.
Have you started planting?
Yeah, I'm starting next week should be.
So you said you've been following, so let me quiz you here a little. Yeah. Why are you planting your seeds now, even before you take your animals to your land?
Actually, I think one of the things Fred and your team and yourself have been advocating is the feeding being an essential part of a successful farm.
Yes.
And then being able to generate your own feed would add.
You are a good student. Listen, he has answered it perfectly well. We advocate that you should solve the feed solution or the feed problems first before you always introduce your animals to the land. And so you've come for your seeds, right?
Yeah, I have.
And
actually.
what made you continue all the way to the farm? Because I thought you had gotten whatever knowledge you needed at the shop and at the office, and boom, here you are.
Yeah, so your staff gave me a lot of information.
Okay.
I've seen a lot on YouTube, which was quite educative.
Okay.
But I also wanted to physically see it in terms of the structure, how they are looking on video. I have a perception.
Okay.
I wanted to see how the circulation and how the movement of the animals are on the farm.
Yeah.
And what else your staff do on a daily basis. I have an idea through the videos, but I wanted to see more and know what's happening. Yes.
You know what? We're always excited when we get guests and visitors right here at our farm. And this is to you out there also watching. If you are wondering if you can pay us a visit, yes, you can, because sometimes seeing it for yourself really helps to, streamline your focus. So follow Ben and I as we go into the main farm, right? So let's go. We would foot bath here and then we continue in there. So I think I would first ask you, because I saw you moving around here already. What is your impression so far, so I know exactly which areas we are tackling today?
Yeah, so I'm excited because I had an idea of how big the goat would look like in terms of the exotic goats, the boer goats, the Kalahari and the rest. Yeah. I had an idea in my mind. I knew the weight, but I didn't know they would be that big in terms of seeing them physically.
You saw the newborn that is 4.5 kg, huh?
Yeah. My sister had a kid and the kid was 2.77. So I was just telling my
You are comparing a human being.
I was just yeah. My sister had the baby was a little smaller than the normal. Then I said the baby Kalahari is bigger than
That is
my
so
sister's
funny.
kid. But anyway, that's just by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm really impressed, and I like the way the structures and their feeding regimes are.
Yes.
And you can see that these goats are being well taken care of.
I see.
Yeah.
Of all the pens you've entered, which one is your favorite?
I would say two actually. The first two are the first two and 2.5. The third one, I don't know, maybe.
You are being greedy.
So, yeah, I think all of them actually. When I met the male goats, I was impressed. These are
majestic.
I tell you.
Yeah. But I think let me ask you right now before I forget. What do you do for this sudden interest to develop in goat farming? What do you do? Can I be personal a bit? Because we have all manner of people watching. Some engineers, some doctors. We even had what's his name? The man from Apeja. Mr. Poco, this is a shout out to you. He imports clothing from China.
Yeah, I watch his video, yeah. You were at his farm, isn't it?
Mr. Poco, this is a shout out as well. Yes, you were at his
Mr.
farm.
Poco, yeah. I like your bamboo strips at your...
Oh, great. And sadly, he's also going into goat farming. What is your inspiration? What do you do?
Actually, I'm a quantity surveyor and a cost engineer.
Wow.
So that's what I do on a daily basis.
Okay.
For work, yes.
And why the sudden interest, Ben?
Actually, I heard a story from my mother who said my grandfather used to have one of the biggest goat farms.
Okay.
And then when he was no more...
Let's go to your favorite pen.
When he was no more, the goats, the farm degenerated. And I've always had a thing for goats because we've always had one or two in our house growing up. So I think it's something I would love to do.
Okay. Wow. That is amazing. From a quantity surveyor profession or professional background into what?
A hopeful goat farmer.
A hopeful goat farmer. So if you had to start, let's say next week, what land size are you starting with?
Okay, currently we are looking at about 2.5 acres.
Wow.
But in terms of planting and other things, the demarcation should be done per the demand and also the information we are getting. The information we are getting now, we tend to utilize the entire land.
How did you find our channel anyway? I'm just curious.
Actually, I think it just popped up one day when I was checking on poultry farm. A friend of mine was doing poultry, and then he was talking about some challenges he was having. So I was just he has asked me for some loan. I was just trying to see, in addition to the loan, I'll get a solution because I felt my money my money wasn't safe in that environment. So whilst I chanced on Fred, he was talking about poultry and other things, and he mentioned cattle, then mentioned so fair enough. So when I saw his comments on goats, then I felt maybe it's something we could do. So then I started following him for about a year now.
I see.
Then we started working on the land. We've secured the land at the moment. So then we move on to the next phase.
Interesting. You are aware we can set up your farm for you from scratch to the very end, right?
Yeah, I understand that, yes. And I know you do it for a couple of people.
Yes, actually from here we are going to a farm we are setting up for another beginner farmer. So I think I would also ask you if there is a beginner, a hopeful farmer watching just like yourself, what are some of the practical measures you are going to start with? First of all, as you've been here, what are the practical first steps you are going to take? Then you take it from there.
In my understanding, learning from your experience, the first thing you would want to do is to make sure that the land you are choosing, your land choice is very important. And after you've chosen, I think you could watch a number of your videos, you've spoken about lands that are good for this kind of projects and those that are not. The second thing is to make sure that traditionally you can do what you want to do.
You know our story.
On the land, yes. The next thing has to do with the pasture and planting your grass.
Yeah.
The other thing has to do with also the structure, how you set up your structure, and then how you manage. The next one is management, how you manage.
Hey, if I don't stop you here, they will say I'm quizzing you right here at our farm. Please, I don't quiz people at our farm, man. You see this exceptional gentleman, he has been a very hard follower, and it's obvious that he had learned over time from watching us, from, you know, doing this journey with us. And yes, he couldn't have said all he's saying without education. That is why we provide free education right here on our YouTube channel and across all other social media platforms. Yes, just search for Farming in Africa on Facebook, on YouTube here, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. Yes, we have a huge following there as well. And so listen, the education, we are even chasing you with the information. So be like Ben and just grab the information we are giving you freely. But Ben, what do you think of these babies? If I tell you this guy is just over 3 months old.
So the 3-month goat is like an adult female goat. Our adult female goat who have given birth like 4 times and is pregnant again. So they look massive, 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 yes.
And when we talk about improving the genetics we have locally,
yeah,
this is what we mean, because like you said, it's less than 4 months or 6 months, and you're already comparing it to an adult mother.
Yes.
You get it? So a farmer will put in the same effort, and then one is getting his money in what, a few months time, because he can sell at a good weight, and then the other has to wait till God knows when.
You are waiting to sell, but you are not waiting to get bigger. You're
not waiting to get.
So I mean, at some point, the wait is what it is.
Yeah, the wait is really worth it. Guys, he is here for business, and I wouldn't keep him here for long. But I would also want him to look right into my camera right here at our farm and say something to you out there who has been contemplating. Should I start or I shouldn't because of my background? He is once again a quantity surveyor, am I right? Yep. And see, suddenly, because of the education he's been receiving, he's been inspired to earn some extra income. And he has seen things practically for himself here. It's not so fancy, oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's not so fancy, it's so practical. You demarcate your graveyard and all of that. So please, to an aspiring, hopeful farmer like yourself, I want you to look into my camera and say something to them for me.
All right, so I would like to thank first and foremost Fred and his team for Nadia and all the crew here for their, first and foremost, their encouragement or their willingness to share with us, because most people are skeptical because of lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And I want to thank them. Also, in terms of they are open and ready to assist you. So anybody who is interested in farming, I think one thing Fred has always said is that it's better you start small than not start at all.
Yeah.
So whatever you have, Fred always encourages us, and Nadia herself, that if you want to start from your backyard, just do something. So I would just say do something. Do something. As we also try to do something. Thank you.
Ben has summed it up all for us. Do something. Listen, just do something. And that is how I'm going to end today's video right here from the Sementia Learning and Development Farm. Once again, we are open to receiving visitors because, like Ben said, we are willing, more than willing, to share the knowledge we have accrued over the years in this profitable and beautiful industry called the livestock agribusiness. Till we come your way again with another beautiful, impactful video. It is all love from today, my guest, Ben, and the entire Farming in Africa crew to you. See you in another video. Bye-bye.